Polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, is the most common endocrine disorder affecting women of reproductive age. It is characterized by hormonal imbalances, metabolic dysfunction, and reproductive issues. One of the defining characteristics of PCOS is hyperandrogenism, which is elevated levels of androgens in the female body where they don't belong. Androgens, specifically male sex hormones like testosterone and DHEA, are normally found in very small amounts in women. However, in PCOS, the level of these androgens is much higher than normal, which leads to disruptive symptoms like irregular menstrual cycles, infertility, acne, and excessive hair growth. These symptoms not only affect physical health, but can also negatively impact a woman's self-esteem and quality of life. But why do these androgens become excessive in PCOS? One key factor lies within mitochondrial dysfunction and adrenal glands, which are responsible for producing critical hormones for bodily function. Mitochondria are essential for producing ATP, the energy needed for hormone synthesis and other bodily functions. And when ATP production is impaired, cholesterol cannot be properly transported into the mitochondria, preventing the production of key steroid hormones like pregnenolone, which you can see in the top left panel of the figure. Since steroid hormones are needed to maintain balance in the body, the brain perceives this shortage as a big problem and responds by increasing the production of ACTH, which is a hormone that stimulates the adrenal glands. Normally, ACTH helps regulate stress responses. However, in PCOS, this system overcompensates and expresses ACTH way too much, which instead of restoring balance, ACTH overstimulates an enzyme called CYP17A1, which, as you can see in the top right panel of the figure, accelerates androgen production, worsening hyperandrogenism. This brings me to my research question of how can we restore mitochondrial function to mitigate androgen overproduction? I hypothesize using insulin sensitizers like metformin, which activate an AMPK signaling pathway and inhibit an ACTH response in order to improve mitochondrial function and decrease CYP17A1 enzyme activity. The AMPK pathway is a pathway that signals molecules that boost ATP production, providing energy and improving mitochondrial function. Additionally, insulin sensitizers enhance metabolic processing, eliminating the need for ACTH-induced CYP17A1 activity, which you can see in the top panel of the figure. This inhibition will stop the overproduction of androgens before it even begins. To test this, we will administer insulin sensitizers like metformin, for example, to women with PCOS, measuring changes in ATP production, androgen levels, and symptom severity over time. By assessing these physiological markers, we can determine if insulin sensitizers not only restore mitochondrial function, but also reduce hyperandrogenism. If successful, this research could provide millions of women with lasting relief by addressing the root cause of hyperandrogenism instead of merely managing its symptoms. Thank you.